Yo, what's going on, everyone? Checking it out, check it out, check it out. Another day, another dollar on Killing the Business with the Kingpin, king of the streets, the man of the hour, the king of the power. I like that one. And along with
too sweet to be sour.
No, I don't want you too sweet to be sour. I'm Latin power, baby. Suntan Superman, full effect. Along with Pierce Austin, the man who just had a baby boy. Congratulations. I'm surprised you're on. I'm figured you'd be changing diapers and enjoying the life of the three the hard way. Now you got three kids, three the hard way.
Bro, yeah, man. I've been up all night and doing all that shit. Did a podcast last night with Joe Feeney, and I got doing this, and then I got another one straight after this with Messiah, man. So it's busy times ahead on the MWA podcast network, bro. You know how.
You know what? No one gives a fuck. But anyway, there's my boy and the man right there, man. You got to check out Alan Funk, man. I mean, that show is off the lick. Come on, Pierce, get involved, man. Tell them what the show's all about, man.
Bro, get funked, man. They got some, just had their first show. It was amazing with Chuck Palumbo. Alan, hosted by Alan Kiwi Funk, known as Kiwi in WCW back in the late 90s, early 2000s, man. And, Alan's a great guy, and his show has hit the ground running, man. It's been absolutely amazing, and it's been great having part of the team and building this community of people that want to be podcasters and in this creative space, dude.
When I watched Alan's show, I mean, I was really impressed, because, when you have the mighty dollar backing you up with the high-tech equipment, he has the connections. I just can't compare to that, man. ECW was right here, WCW was right here. I just carry his bags, brother.
That's it. You're the young boy to Alan.
I'm the young boy. I'm his 12 days of slave.
He's 12 days of slave. Jesus Christ, man.
I could say it.
Bro, that is
my brown skin, man. That's my Willy Wonka ticket.
But you know what, dude? It's been a crazy week, man, hasn't it? Really, a lot of shit happening.
What's getting me under my skin is this Corano situation where everybody's coming up. Oh, all of a sudden everybody's coming out of the woodwork, and I don't give a fuck about this guy, but they're coming out of the work. Oh yeah, he treated me bad. He treated me like shit. He did this. He did that. Yeah. This is the problem with everybody in this world. And I'm not knocking nobody. It's just that when it happens to you, you report it. We talked about it on Wrestling with Tragedy. We talked about it on other podcasts. When something happens to you, report it. Don't wait 2 years later or 4 years later when something happens with this guy, or he goes to jail, or he gets caught doing something, and he goes, yeah, I remember 4 years ago he treated me like shit and stuff like that. And the thing is that, I feel bad for Mickie James, but it was not really a big deal, man. I mean, they put her shit in a bag. I mean, it is what it is.
They put it in a garbage bag, dude, and then they find out that he's been doing it for fucking years.
But what's the difference? What's the difference when you leave your job and they put all your stuff in a cardboard box and they go, you're fired, pack your bags up?
I think the symbolism of a garbage bag of being like, fuck you, here's your shit, get the fuck out. Like that to me is like the most, like it's a sign of disrespect, man. Come on, dude.
Nah, I don't see it that way. I don't give two shits because Mickie James got money. She's living behind the hog. WWE took care of it. And I'm not defending those motherfuckers. It is what it is with them. But the fact is, she made her paper. She lived a good life. Who gives two shits that they put her shit in a plastic bag? That's just the thing. It's just a lot of people just coming out of, and I know CM Punk mentioned some stuff. A lot of individuals.
Fred Rosa, who was known as Darren Young, was saying that Carano was threatening him backstage and stuff like that. Like this guy just sounded like he had a complete ego thing. It was like, you know what I mean? Like, I get to boss around these huge motherfucking human beings, these superstars, and I get to fucking put fear in these fucks. Power play, bro. Power play.
But the thing is, look, Darren Young, for example. Okay, he has not been in the company since 2017. Like, he left that time. From all this time, from that point, 2017 till now, all that time, He was not going back. It's not like he was on the contract or he was on a keep your mouth shut, and stuff like that. But why is it that he never said nothing during that time?
Because, bro, he was probably hoping to get back into WWE.
Bullshit. With so much heat that everybody gets in this business, and I'm talking players that you think, he ain't going back to WWE. He's fucked. He's done. Back there, Jeff Jarrett. Remember he got fired. Oh, you're fired. He'll never work again. Back to the company. So no, I don't think that is it. A guy's talented. If they want him, they'll bring him back in. CM Punk, look at that heat. And they were like, oh, what? They wanted him back. He did that episode where I forgot the talk show that he was with Booker T and Renee Young. And he did that. Nobody would have fanned him. That motherfucker would have been. Yeah. Nobody would have fanned him. He would have been on that motherfucker. But, back then they were like, he burned too many bridges. He ain't going back. This business is weird, man. I just don't believe that.
You can definitely not permanently burn a bridge in professional wrestling. And, who knows, man? Maybe he didn't feel comfortable coming out and saying anything about it for whatever reason, dude. Like, I think people have their reasons for shit like that. But
so you see, wait a minute. Did you just say he didn't feel comfortable coming out on that? But he came out when he was homosexual. What's the difference between that and fucking bitching and moaning about? He could have been banned because he was homosexual.
Yeah, but he might be a fucking, like I've never spoken to this guy, so he might be a timid fucking dude. That's just
bullshit.
All right.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm just looking at different factors, bro. Like you look at it from, there's a wide range of reasons why it could have gone down that way. Fucking put the fucking statue down.
Are you fucking knocking Jesus?
No, I'm not. I'm not knocking Jesus. Jesus
is in the house, nigga. No, just kidding.
But I mean, like Mark Carrano, he'd done that to other stuff. Performers, but dude, the fucking kicker of it, his ex-girlfriend came out and fucking talked shit about him, bro. Like, she was saying that he was stealing WWE championship belts and hiding them under the bed.
Yeah, but then she comes out of nowhere. All of a sudden, she says that after they broke up for so many years. And first of all, she's a woman that's scorned. You don't know if she got played or he just kicked her out and she's just pissed off. And all of a sudden, Triple H and Stephanie and John Laurinaitis, they sent out a tweet saying, yeah, that was uncalled for. We handled it. But knowing those motherfuckers, if nobody would have brought it up, they would have just kept their mouth shut.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? I think Mickey James coming out with it as well. Like, like Mickey James, I think there was some heat there with Mickey, because Nick Aldis has come out and he's talked all sorts of shit about like Bruce Pritchard, Triple H, and all of WWE. He's like, Nick Aldis has pretty much told all of them to go fuck themselves. At WWE, and I think they've fucked over Mickey before. I believe they fucked over Mickey, not fucked her over, but there was a match which to me looked a bit sus when she had a match. I think it was with Asuka, and I'm not sure if they screwed her on the finish, but like after the match, like you see Mickey like sitting in the ring, like going like, what the fuck just happened? And then these other stories of coming out where she was saying that she was pushing for an all-women pay-per-view TV series, weekly show,
which is fine.
And WWE was saying there's no money in that. No one gives a fuck about women's wrestling. And like you look at women's wrestling now, dude, it's fucking main eventing fucking WrestleManias, dude.
Well, there's shitty wrestlers and there's excellent wrestlers. You get that both in any type of, in the male department and the female department. Like I said, Charlotte Flair, best worker in the business. Mickey James, best worker in the business. Gail Kim, she's the drizzling shits. Even though she's 7 times, knockout champion, still the drizzling shits. I seen her matches. I'll tell her in the face she sucks. But, I mean, I see talent, and and of course everybody's gonna say, "Oh, Angel, you wasn't the best worker. You were the drizzler." I knew I wasn't I was a solid wrestler, but I was not the best. I was not an AJ Styles and stuff, but I held my own, But DeVito, great wrestler. There's certain, Low Key, Homicide, Boogaloo. These are all great wrestlers Yes, Chung, you too. I know you're gonna bitch and moan if I don't mention you. Great wrestler, but 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 I'm saying these are great athletes, but there are sucky ones. And I told guys in their face, I separate my business. You know, I separate my personal feelings and business. I could like you, I could think you're the greatest person on the earth, but when I look at you from a business standpoint, you're the drizzling shits, and I will tell you in your face, don't waste your time. You know.
So Kevin on Twitch, he's saying Gal Kim, excuse the fuck out of me. You saying that she's the you think Gal Kim sucks in the ring, or like what level do you think that she's
I
bad?
don't think I don't think she's a solid worker. I've seen a lot of her matches and they're just not solid. You know, like I said, I'll give people their dues. And I will. But when I watch her, I watch her. When I watch her as well, I mean, like I said, I just don't think she's a solid worker. For the years that I've been in the business, I will tell you who's solid and who's not.
Really, because like for me, I've always looked at Gal Kim as an absolute amazing performer. But you know what I mean. I haven't been in there taking bumps, and you understand and look at wrestling a hell of a lot different than what I or any sort of person who hadn't been in the business, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So who do you think is a solid female worker if not Gal Kim? Mickie James, you mentioned her.
Oh yeah. I said Mickie James is solid.
Serena Deeb.
Yeah, that's true. Lita, Asuka, awesome wrestler. Now I forgot the girl with the awesome elbow drop. She's I think she's from Japan.
Kairi Sane.
Yeah, awesome worker. I mean, just solid. You can see a solid worker in that. And like I said, it's nothing against Gail Kim. I just say I dissect her matches. I don't watch it as a fan. I just look at it. Yeah, Molly Holly's an awesome worker. I think she's, I like her work.
Dude, talking about Molly
okay.
Holly, right? I was reading an article about Molly Holly that WWE originally gave her 15 minutes for her Hall of Fame speech, where she got like her friends that are professional writers to help her write it, was practicing the speech every single day. And then 2 days before the Hall of Fame, they ring her and go, "Hey, Molly, yeah, that 15 minutes, don't worry about that, baby girl. We're just going to give you 2, okay?" And she apparently like it fucked with her head big time, because she's like, it took her back to the time where it's like, the times in the 90s where like the women's wrestling was pretty much just like a joke. It's like, and she felt like that. Oh, it's like, okay, you guys have 5 minutes to go out there and have a match. Oh, now you've got a minute and a half to go out there and tell a story. And she's like,
no, go ahead. She's like, what?
Well, she was saying that she was crying for hours over that. Do you think Molly is entitled to feel like that, or do you think that she's being a little bit too overly sensitive and emotional? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
She's being too overly sensitive and emotional because she should have spoke up. She's no longer in the company. That is the problem. But that is the problem. It's just that there's no reason to cry, because that's not going to solve the problem. Yeah, your feelings are hurt, but you're not going to go back to the company. They know they don't want you anymore. And I'm not saying that's a negative, like, oh, you're garbage. It's just just a stone cold fact. Unless you're going to work in the office, they're not going to call you anymore. So you should have just voiced your opinion. Like, wait a minute. You told me 15 minutes. I wrote this speech. Yeah, but you know what? That's BS. And just tell them the truth, man. I mean, what's the worst they could say? Well, sorry. I mean, there's nothing else we can do. I mean, they absolutely, Alan, they treat it like shit, they always treat people who are nice in the business like garbage, the squeaky wheel gets the oil,
And that's why, like, Molly Holly has been like, a catalyst and someone that even you look at the current women's roster today, that they all look up to her. You know what I mean? Like, even, some of the past, like Beth Phoenix, who said that, if it wasn't for Molly Holly, Beth would have fallen out of the business. And, Beth is another phenomenal worker, or was a phenomenal worker, and doing amazing stuff on commentary.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And to answer Kevin's question, and I respect your opinion, but to be honest with you, I don't think Gail Kim will match up with Lita, especially the stuff that Lita done, those big spots, those big chair shots and stuff. I don't think she'll be able to do that. I don't think they match up to each other equally.
I kind of agree with Lowrider, man. Lita was reckless and sloppy at times, though, man. Like some of those moonsaults weren't always crisp.
Man, but hey, man, I believe, you know, that's his opinion. I value his opinion. I value Kevin's opinion. I'm not saying that their shit is wrong. I'm just saying this is what I see. This is my point of view.
I get
And
it,
Beth,
bro. I get it.
Beth is great. I'm just saying, just like, hey, you can have 10 food tasters at a food conference tasting the same dish, and one guy says, "This sucks. This needs more salt. This needs more spice," and one guy says, "This is just right." It's everybody's opinion, man. You know.
100%, bro. And you know what? Like, I just think that you know, looking at everything that's happened in WWE, Mark Carrano and what he's done, like this shit and this behavior, what he did with Mickey James is nothing new. Like it's stuff that's been happening there for a long time, and it's fucking plain as day, because how many times have we just seen like these people coming out and saying things about him and saying, yeah, this happened to me, I got the same thing, and not just like a year ago, like 8 years ago this shit was happening. And it's like,
Yeah.
but the thing is, WWE doesn't do anything. Like, you telling me that Hunter and all these people weren't told about this years ago or a year ago, and then like now, and like soon as they find out he's fired, that's bullshit, bro. And you know what? I'm gonna guarantee and say, like, they've known about it for a while. The only thing is, he lost his job because it was outed. Could we see another Pat Patterson situation where they bring him back in a year or two?
But this guy has been there from the giddy up. I'm talking WWF. This guy has made money. This guy has been living high on the hog for years. If they fired him, if they let him go, big whoop. The dude is rich. He's living high. He don't care. If
Do
they
you
came
reckon
into
he's rich though? Like, do you reckon he was making big bank?
he was Vince's boy, man. He was making big bank, man. I mean, even if he was making them, I mean, how many years has he been with WWE? And Kevin's
I
right,
don't know.
sacrificial lamb.
Well, dude, like my lights are giving someone a seizure. Okay, I gotta chill my lights out.
I think it's the glare from the bald head. But anyway, go ahead. That's why I wear a hat.
Yeah, well, dude, I just think that I don't know if he was making as much money as he was. I don't know. By the sounds of it, people were saying like backstage he would sort of walk around and sort of act like he was like the big bad motherfucker of like of WWE. He'd make empty promises that would never fucking materialize. Like, dude.
But again,
you know what I mean? Like this guy, this guy's a fucking power tripper, bro.
Well, when you with that company so long, and I'm looking for something right now, but the thing is, if you've been with a company for so long, right, for years,
yeah,
and you're gonna, of course, you're gonna think you're king shit, because you're gonna be walking. I mean, if you've been with the company for 30 years, you're gonna realize like you're gonna walk around, you know, like fuck you, you know, and you just don't care, man. I mean, you're untouchable. You know, you get complacent and you get comfortable, and then you know, that's what it is. You know, I'm just trying to find out what's his net worth, man. You know,
Mark Carrano. Oh, dude. Yeah, but he was office, bro. Like, he could have been earning like fucking 80 grand a year, man, or 100 grand a year. He's not earning big money, bro. There's no fucking money in this dude.
Supposedly, I'm not going off what the internet says, but supposedly his net worth is between 2 million to 3 million. That's still a lot of money.
Oh, 100%.
So
100%.
That what?
He was built as the law, and Vince and Triple H don't go to. Yeah, just true. But then Vince and Triple H are also at fucking at bigger shows as well, and so is Mark Carrano. So is all these performers. You know what I mean? Like, I think Carrano like picks his spots. He knows the people he can go after and just fuck with. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to go up to like a Charlotte Flair or a Randy Orton or a fucking Roman Reigns and fuck with them.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You're head of talent relations, right? I mean, he's what, the vice president of talent relations, correct?
Yep.
Do you think any vice president who a person gets fired from the company goes downstairs and packs your shit and puts it in a paper bag? Do you think the vice president knows what's going on besides that they just let go of one of the talent? Do you sit there and go, all right, hey, we're going to let go of Mickey James. Do me a favor, put his shit in a paper bag. in a plastic bag. I don't think he knew what the fuck was going on. He just decided to say, well, that's a wrap. Get her shit, get it out of here. I don't care how you do it. Just get it the fuck out the door.
Well, dude, he's the same motherfucker that marched Zelina Vega, Thea Trinidad, straight out of WWE. Like, get your shit, get the fuck out. Walked her straight out, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and these guys, you know, and Zelina Vega, she was wanting to talk to Vince McMahon, and that's another thing I want to ask you, bro. These guys that think that they have a fucking clear pathway to go in and speak to Vince McMahon, and guys sitting around waiting hours backstage to talk to Vince, dude, like, he's the CEO of $1 billion fucking company. Like,
That
dude, like,
that
dude,
motherfucker
the CEO
is like,
of my
man,
company isn't going to be fucking coming in and wanting to talk to me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that motherfucker is like fucking Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade in the end of the fucking movie. Like Gandalf fucking standing in front of like, you shall not pass. You know, I mean, nobody gets to Vince, man. You know, I mean, you have to go through fire and hell and brimstone to get to them, to get them.
and Carano was one of those guys. Like, it was, you know, Carano, then probably fucking Pritchard. You know, in order to get to them, it's like, you know what I mean? Vince McMahon has kind of become the Grand Wizard of Oz, no?
Yeah, man. Yeah, nobody sees Oz. You know, nobody sees him. And I heard, you know, I mean, I know Vince is a guy who likes an alpha male, you know, and likes you to stand your ground and stuff like that. But, you know, I mean, I think it's hard to you know, even if you're cool with him, it's like you still probably won't be able to get to see him. You know,
Oh,
the
of
guy's
course,
too
dude.
busy. You know, I bet you Shane
Dude,
doesn't really see him that much.
CEO of a fucking $1 billion company. Come on, man, bro. Every company has fucking levels who you fucking talk to, dude. That, you know, but then
Fucking,
again, the pro wrestling world is a fucking different beast altogether. So I could be completely off the mark.
and that's the thing, man. I mean, if Mickey, like I said, I just don't feel like like I said, he sat there and put her personal stuff personally in a plastic bag. You know, for all we would know, they would have. Well, how would you want us to send her stuff? I don't give two shits. Put it in a garbage bag for all I care.
Fuck
And then,
that
of course,
bitch.
yeah, and then they're gonna say like, "Well, you shouldn't have said that because they took your word as golden, and that's what they did." Motherfucker, fuck you. It's not. It was just a figure of speech. I just didn't care how they said it. You know.
But they labeled him as the person responsible, man. You know, like that. That's the fact. You know,
Oh yeah, man. I mean, and I'm not defending him. I don't care. It's just that I just think he's just a scapegoat. They just wanted to prove a point. You know, like, oh yeah, we're on it. You know, we're taking care of it. Because if that was the case, they would have been addressing that a long time ago.
Oh, 100%, man. You know, I just think that now it's come to light is why they're addressing it, bro. Like, you know, look at history, bro. WWE has never been, WWE is reactive. They don't look at things and go, okay, we shouldn't do that. It's more like, okay, we're going to do this. Yeah, okay, we see what's going on over there. We'll leave it. And then till it blows up in their face. Ah, fuck. Now we have to do something.
But think about it. With this type of culture where you make allegations and stuff like that. And again, I hate bringing up this guy because the guy passed away, and I'm not trying to bury him, but it's my police instinct. The guy was allegations on top of allegations of being a pedophile, allegations, and he got fired. They brought him back, Hall of Famer. So, but then this guy puts your shit in a plastic bag. And he's
but that's the difference, man. When you're part of that family, bro, you're part of that family. You can do no wrong. Same shit. Like, dude, we discussed the Hulk Hogan thing the other week, dude. You know, with like the racism, the sex tape, the fucking all the this, the fucking that, and like, okay, you go away for a couple years, oh brother, you welcome back.
Like I said, I think Hogan's cool. I don't think he did it intentionally being racist. I mean, like I said, a slip of the lip. I say a lot of things on this show, and they're like, God damn it, I should have not said that. But it is what it is, you know. But that's how I feel? Yeah.
But you're an asshole. You're an asshole. That's the difference.
I earned that title. I'm the king. I'm the gypsy king of the assholes. Even Preston is nodding behind scenes.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
it's you make fun of him all the time, dude. Of course he's
no,
gonna
I
be
don't.
funny.
That's my buddy, man. You
I
know, I
know.
call that's that.
I'm just
I call him D Nice now.
D nice.
I'm
But like that's the thing. And Preston giving us a cue here that anyone who's watching over on Facebook by the 15th of May, guys, that is our cutoff. We will not be streaming any shows on Facebook after the 15th of May. So come over to twitch.tv/MWA World, where next month all subscribers will have a chance in going into the draw for a free giveaway. So guys, make sure you head over and subscribe to us over there, please.
yeah, I've been manscaping, so it's gonna be a bag full of goodies, brother.
Yeah, and we may have some new sponsors joining us as well, so that's going to be pretty cool as well, dude. So,
Oh yeah,
but
man.
that's the thing, dude. I think that everything that's happened in recent, as I said, WWE reacts to shit. This has got outed. They're like, fuck, now we got to do something about it. And that he was the one to take the fall.
Yeah, I just think I think he was a scapegoat. I don't think he was a saint, and I think his head was too big, and he thought he was king shit, and he had a lot of power, and he walked around doing the Vince McMahon walk just like he did walking down that aisle. But the thing is that I just think he was a scapegoat. They just had him use somebody to make an example of. I just think
but
like
they called
I
him
just
the person responsible, dude. They called him the person responsible.
But how? They don't even say how he was responsible. They say, hey, well, the reason what happened is because this is what he did. He was in a meeting, he said this and it's that. They don't say shit. They just said he got fired.
Yeah. I mean,
dude, fucking senators in the United States, and when they have fucking conspiracy shit, people just oust them out on that. Why he got fired? He was with two boys in a hotel room. Why he got fired? He was smoking crack in a hotel room with prostitutes. They get put on blast. He ain't nothing special. They should have been like, yo, he did this. He was in a meeting. He said this. This is why we fired him.
Yeah.
They have not given one reason.
But also it comes down to, as far as the HR privacy as well, they're not going to come out and fucking give details of what happened in the conversation.
There's no that's not an HR privacy. That is not part of HR privacy. It wasn't. If it was a meeting or it's a decision, anything that you do in HR, yeah, that's confidential. But remember, HR only works for the companies. HR is not going to tell. They're not on the employee side. They're only looking out for the benefit of the company. That's why I don't go to HR and be like, yo, they're picking on me, because they're the first people that go to the boss like, yo, this guy is causing trouble. This is what's going on. HR is a different beast, man. Snitches.
Yeah. Snitches get stitches, bro.
That's snitches, bro. I do not go to HR for jack shit.
So do you think Mickie James should have kept her mouth shut and not said anything?
No, man. She had the right to say her mind. I would have been like, yo, really? Like she did. Really? You really put my stuff in a plastic bag after all the years I gave you blood, sweat, and tears. This is how you're going to treat me. Not because they put it in a plastic bag, not because like I'm bitching like, oh, my legacy. Oh, how dare you? I'm the kingpin. You should have put it in gold lame lining and put it in a nice box with caviar and fucking truffles. No, I would have been like, yo, man, that's kind of shitty. But it is what it is. I'm not mad, but yo, that's kind of messed up. And I would have put him on blast, Oh, yeah. And I'm sorry, Pierce, you're from Australia. Put it on blast means, just yelling at him,
Oh, 100%. And that's it. That's exactly, I understand what putting on blast means, you dickhead.
I don't know. You Australians have this different lingo, mate.
So
Sheila.
Preston's joining us here, popping up in the stream for a quick minute. Preston, what's up, baby? You're on mute, dude. You're on mute.
I know, because he can't talk. He's probably got family in the background and stuff like that. I like the little rockabilly haircut.
Look at him. He's looking all smooth.
Dude, I got to get a picture. They put a picture in at work. Not bringing up work, but I got to get that picture so we could put it on the show of Preston. Oh, I will find it.
So, dude, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, and I think I spoke to you about this a little while ago, and it's like I was at a wrestling show a month ago,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a spot in a match. They were having a rumble match. It was a intergender battle royal type thing, and they had one of the performers, a female performer who's probably about 5'3", 5'4", come out and spear tackle three guys that were 6'6", plus the biggest guys in their company. These guys selling the spears like she just fucking destroyed them, dude. Like, what you like to me? Like, I looked at it, was like, why? Like, that doesn't make sense. It's like I get the intergender thing, but like, why not have her do it to guys around that same height, the same weight, that make sense? Like, you know what I mean? Why the best guys in the match? Do you
Was it a
think
comedy
that
spot?
no,
Okay, so it's not a comedy match.
no.
Okay,
What's your thoughts on that?
then that was bullshit. If they were professionals, I mean, and again, you do what the promoter wants you to, especially if you haven't been nowhere and you're just trying to earn your spot. You do what they tell you to do. But me, I would have been like, I ain't doing that. That doesn't make any sense. Look at our size. Look at her size. Her spearing two of us is not. It doesn't make any sense. Now, you know what I would have done? I would have took those two big dudes. Let's say a spot would have happened where both of them were in individual corners and she's in the middle because she's trapped, and the guy goes to spear her, and the other guy was going to go grab her, and she leapfrogs the guy, spear, guy bends over since he's hurt, DDT, boom, gets the pin, powder out, makes sense. See,
Yeah.
you do those. You got to think outside the box. How can you make this little person be big? Like a Spike Dudley. I mean, Spike Dudley built himself up doing these great things, but the way he was used to get him is these guys messed up. He did the acid drop or flip, ball shot, acid drop. I mean,
it made sense. It
it
made
made
sense in the
sense.
spot.
Yeah, he got the brakes beat out of him, but he outsmarted them, and that's what she should have done. Outsmarted him.
But that's the thing, dude. Everybody knows that wrestling's a work. Like, fans know it's a work. Everyone now knows.
I didn't get the memo.
But so one thing I want to do, Angel. I want to well, look, wrestling is a work, bro. And the thing is, like, these guys, they have to also understand that we all get it, but make it believable. What happens in the ring, make it believers. Let us be able to suspend disbelief for that short period of time. But when that sort of stuff happens, like for me, I find it hard to sort of sit there and, like, I saw that spot and I was like, no. And I love that promotion. Don't get me wrong. I think they do amazing shows. They have amazing talents. But that spot,
is this the same show that made the guy climb up the rafters while everybody was looking up?
No.
Okay, making sure, because that was the shits.
So we're going to give the floor to Angel right now by himself, and you're going to do a 60-second rant in character on what you think about the business at the moment, Angel. It's
Where
a
the
new
fuck
spot.
did you get that memo? I beg you to tell me about it.
It's when I need to take a bathroom break, Angel. So this.
Oh, that's what. Go to the bathroom, man. I mean, it is what it is. This motherfucker. Well, anyway, but the thing is that I just think in this business, that, dude, people are just too sensitive. I mean, yeah, I feel bad for Mickey James for all the stuff being put in a plastic bag. She should have said something. She should have addressed the issue, and not sit there and be like that she was disrespected. And again, other people coming out all of a sudden after all these years, I just think that's BS as well, because they should have came out at that time. Me, again, I've been in this business for so long. I am just so sensitive because I put so much into this business, and I know the business doesn't owe me anything. Who am I? What have I done? What have I accomplished? I heard that many times through the years before I got to my spot. But it's just that, I put blood, sweat, and tears in those companies. And I can understand how people get hurt because you put your whole heart into them, and then at the end of the day, you just get thrown out the door and not be treated with the respect. But say something, man. Say something when it happens. Say something at that moment. But don't wait all these years to just be worried, like, oh man, that happened to me 5 years ago. And yeah, Alan, I agree with you, man. The indies, man, soft. I mean, these guys, I just wish, these guys could understand what we went through back in the 90s when we had to cut those VHS tapes. And VHS tapes are these square things that you usually used to put in a VCR, but we had to give those promoters a promo tape. And, are you okay? Are you back?
I'm okay. I'm back.
Did you shake the sand out of your vajayjay? Anyway,
Fuck off.
This is the difference between professionalism and amateurism. I got a bucket under this desk if I have to go. I just flop it out. If you ever hear that thunk, that means it hit the bucket.
I thought it's like you're in a pin drop.
No, man, it's like liver hitting the floor, man. Just splat. That fresh meat. I'm a professional, man.
That Puerto Rican quarter pounder.
With that extra, the hanging meat at the end of it. Looks like a platypus.
What the fuck?
I mean, you've been around professional wrestlers, the old Pierce, when you're like, hey, it's a pleasure having you on, and I think you're the greatest worker, to the Pierce now, because I have molded you. I have cultivated you into a rugged, no bullshit interviewer. So,
thank you.
I mean, you call bullshit. You could call bullshit, man. But don't you think this Carano thing is just that he's just a guy they just say, look, regardless of what he did, regardless that he's an asshole, he's a dick in the business, he was one of those guys that they're like, let's just use him and get him out the door.
Could have been a reason that he had heat with people backstage as well. Like, I like, dude, what's funny? Like these releases that happen, and Velveteen Dream is still on the fucking books. Like, that's what fucking spins me the fuck out, dude.
That brown skin, baby. They don't want to mess with that brown nugget,
Come on, bro.
They ain't gonna let go of no black person unless they have some real solid, like, we had to let him go.
But because they're not doing anything with him. He hasn't been on TV.
Power to the people. They ain't letting him go. They're trying to keep.
Fuck him.
They are keeping the Brown Derby alive.
But no one wants to work with him. But is there enough? Like, they're just going to keep him under contract?
So would you fire him? What would you fire him for?
I can think of a fucking list of reasons to fucking fire him.
Racist.
How is it racist? The guy was fucking outed for fucking sending fucking half-naked photos to fucking children.
Racist.
To children. You fucking dolt.
Nah, Pierce ain't racist. He just treats everybody equally worthless, just like I do. But but that's the thing. They just don't want to poke the bear. I just think they're a little nervous. They don't want to get rid of him because of this, again, Black Lives Matter. It's awesome. But they just don't want to, rock the boat.
That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit, Angel. Come on, man.
That they rejected his emoji?
No, they're fucking dickhead. That it's about race. Like, come on, man. Like, seriously, these motherfuckers can carry on like they're just gonna keep.
You don't know how it is to be brown, brother. When you're your complexion and you have the world handed to you on a silver platter, eating the finest caviar in Australia, while I am eating grits and ham hocks, then you'll know struggle. Struggle.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Shrimp on the Barbie, mate. You should see Pierce's house, a mansion. He has a pool.
Yeah,
I do. Have a pool. I have a pool.
Why you put my business? Why you put my business on the street, bitch?
I'm just saying, man. Live the moment.
Live the moment, bro. Live the gimmick, bro.
Oh yeah, live the gimmick. You know what I found out yesterday that Alan told me. I think Alan told me, or was it somebody else that Scott D'Amore owns Impact? Is that true?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't.
I think it was. I thought it was Alan talking. Or was it Preston? No, Preston's not that smart in the business.
That's a fucking big fucking business. If he did, I don't think he does.
No, I think it was Alan that told me. You know, I think that that's what that he owned. Something that he owned. I was like, damn, really? He owned Impact? I mean, how did he flip that bill? But apparently he's reaching out to a lot of talent. Do you think Samoa Joe is going to go back to Impact, make a big appearance at Slammiversary?
I hope not.
Why?
I'd rather see him go to New Japan, bro. I think fucking have him head over to Japan, bro. Be a fucking killer over there. He'd make big money over there, man. He'd be like the big main eventer. I just think if he went back to Impact Wrestling, it'd kind of be like he'd fall into the same spot as Rhino, bro.
No, this is what I would do. I would be like, you want me back? This is my deal. You need to work around my schedule for Japan. I want to go to Japan. I'm going to work in Japan and do it just like I stay on their schedule, and go from there.
I'd like to see him go to New Japan or even go back to Ring of Honor or maybe NWA. I just think there's some fresher matchups there for him.
Yeah, and Preston just said Jason Brown. See, Brown owns Impact.
He's white, right? Jason
But
Brown.
The word brown goes a long way.
I don't know, man. Like, dude, I was surprised they got rid of Samoa Joe. Like, again, like he's just some guy that could have fallen into so many different areas of like producer, trainer, coach, whatever you want to call it.
I think he could have been a hell of a coach. I think he had a lot to give. I mean, in this business, I just pulled a neck hair. That hurts. But
that's wonderful.
Oh, it's wonderful. I'm putting this up for the giveaway. This neck hair that I just pulled out. I'll laminate it. But
that is original ECW.
Yeah, it has a scab to it on it. But yeah, I mean, I think Samoa Joe had a lot to give, man. I'm telling you, man. Look at EC3, perfect example. When they had him, garbage. They didn't use him. They didn't facilitate him. They didn't do nothing with him. We don't know what to do with him. He goes into Impact TNA, comes out as EC3 over there, coming out with the great music, solid worker, great body. All of a sudden, they bring him back on, and then still don't use him, but they keep Drake Maverick because he threw some tears, and they're not using him.
But do you reckon Drake Maverick's firing was a work, bro?
But they're not using him. He cried for nothing.
So Clyde wants to know, what if Joe goes to AEW?
It just depends. I don't know. I mean,
you just don't want to be. If he goes to Impact, it would be like AEW would be intimate. Sorry.
I just think he should do. You know what I think he should do? He should do just like what Cody Rhodes did. Just run the circle.
Oh, we have a new subscriber on Twitch. Thanks for the sub.
Okay.
Thank you. I think it's Mazamune. Thank you, Mazamune.
Oh, there you go. Thanks. I don't pay attention. That's what I got you for. That's those chair shots just now. See this eye that's crooked. Okay. But seriously, I just think Samoa Joe should just do the circuit because he's gonna make more money on the indies and just milk that whole thing and then go find a spot somewhere.
Yeah, but indies open in the States right now. I don't think indies would be able to afford his nut, bro. Like if they're having limited shows, bro, they're not going to be able to. Yeah.
Okay. But I don't know. Then go to Japan. I mean, or work both. And negotiate your deal that you just get both.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, if he could go to, I think he'll end up going to Japan. I think that's where the big money will be for him. I think at this stage of his career, it'd be fucking stupid not to.
I don't know, man. Japan, again, they have COVID out there too. So you just they're hurting for money too. So you don't know. You don't know if it's going to be a sweet deal. You might get paid, but not paid. So it just depends.
Yeah, no, I get it, dude. But with everything that's sort of been going on in with the releases and stuff like that, do you think that AEW is going to be coming through and like picking up these motherfuckers, bro?
But you don't want to pick up everybody that comes out of WWE. It's just it just doesn't make you original. You just I mean, I'm not making fun of it. I just don't feel, I know they're just like, we don't want everybody coming in because then we just taking everybody's, I'm not saying leftovers, it sounds sucks, but they want to have original talent,
Yeah.
they want to cultivate their own original talent and have a little bit from here and there, but still have your main core guys, what I'm saying? Like when
Well,
ECW was Tracy Smothers, yeah, but then we had our main core guys that we stood our ground.
yeah, bro. Well, we were talking about Impact Wrestling, and Scott D'Amore has recently come out and said that some recently released talent has already been contacted by Impact Wrestling. And to already be on that level of going, like, some of the talent that they're looking at, whether it's Billy Kay, Peyton Royce, Chelsea Green. I think Chelsea Green could definitely go back there. She had an amazing run in Impact Wrestling as the trash bag. What was it, the hot mess, Laurel Van Ness, and that was an amazing gimmick. And I think she'd go in there and do great guns.
Oh, who should bring back Johnny Quick? Who gives a shit? Just let's just talk about Homicide. I think Homicide should be in Impact, especially in Office. I am not surprised. Everybody's mother is in that company working, and I don't. And again, Homicide could be like, puppy, I just don't want to go, baby, But I just think he should be in the Office, man. Here in this spot, here in the Stripes. Why they're not using him? They brought back Hernandez.
Isn't he in NWA? Doesn't he work for them as a producer?
Yeah, but I don't know if he's locked in. I'm not saying not stay there, but I just think like out of all the people, they should like reach out to him. Yo, brother, we want you, man. For all the years you did with the X Division, and all the other stuff. We want to show you some love and just bring you here.
He's got such a great mind for the business as well, Homicide. Like
now you're going overboard. Even I think he's a hell of, and I love my Homicide, but now you just feel like great mind. Anyway,
he has got a great mind for the business, bro. Like, come on, man. Like his shit has always made sense. Are you done? His shit makes sense. He looks like he's killing guys when he's in the ring. I haven't heard any stories of him ever injuring people backstage. Oh, injuring people in the ring, I should say. Sorry. But Angel, wasn't there a time that you were going to be going into NWA as a producer?
Oh, I mean, me and Homicide was talking, and he was trying to get me there, but I just told him, look, promise, and he'll try, but it's just I don't believe, show me the Carfax. You could tell me I'm gonna win the heavyweight title, make millions of dollars until I see that in paper, but until then I don't believe it. If
cash
they call me
money, yeah.
Oh yeah, man, cash money, baby. But in this business, you can't believe what the promoter tells you. You can't believe that. I'm not saying Homicide won't help me. I'm just saying that he could try. Look, perfect example. LAX. Homicide reached out to me when they were going to make LAX because they were going to get rid of Machete. Apollo was part of the crew, so it's Apollo, Machete. Apollo left and Machete left. Homicide called me and said, "Yo, I really want you to come and be part of this group. I think you could do a lot for us." So I said, "Okay, I'm going to talk to Terry Taylor. Okay, but talk to Devon so he could put in the word for you. And then we're coming down to Wichita so you could talk to Terry Taylor when you're there." I did everything. Terry Taylor liked me. He was backing me. Devon was like backing me. Who was there to stop the breaks? Dutch Mantel. And he was like, no. Yeah, and he was like, I don't want him. Yeah, but Angel's a hell of a work. I don't want him. But yeah, but he could be a benefit. I don't want him. That's what I'm saying. You just got to whatever. Ride the wave. Oh, we're going to do this. Whatever.
Till it happens, it happens.
In this business, till it happens, till this happens. You know what I'm saying? Like Louis, man. Hey, I'm going to pay you back that 20. Yeah, whatever. I'll pay you a promise. Yeah, whatever. To this day, that fool still owes me money. But I say whatever. The day he puts it in my hand, I will frame it right here with a special light behind the money. So it will illuminate Like, you know, like when in Pulp Fiction, when they opened the briefcase, it will shine behind me. But again, whatever. Sorry, Louis. Whatever. You know,
You're outing Louis' business, bro. Like you're just fucking killing everyone's business today, Angel, aren't you?
Louis is my boy, man. He knows me from the jump street. You know, so he could he makes fun of me all the time. I make fun of him. You know, Gleason boys can make fun of me. They could get away with it because they earned their spot with me. You know,
100%, bro. But you know what, man? We should bring Homicide on for an episode of Killing the Business. I think you and him chopping it up would be really good. Let us know in the
fucking shred him.
Let us know in the comments, guys. Do you want to see Homicide come on Killing the Business? We'll make it happen.
Oh yeah, I could get Homicide. Now seeing him is a different story because he's this tall, so you just see his eyes at this level. But
you're a cunt.
No, but he can kill me, you know. But I love him. He loves me. He puts up with my shit. I put up with his, you know. But now he's my boy. I got nothing for love for him, you know. But that's why he goes, oh, fucking Spanish Angel. He knows he's the only one. I mean, everybody else, but like he could get away for calling me Spanish Angel because he was there when I had that stupid ass name, you know. All right, God. Yeah, all right.
The chat want Homicide, bro. Make it.
Let me text him. I'm you know.
We'll be bringing on. We'll see if we'll get Homicide on the show for next week. But you know, Angel, let's start. Bring us home, baby. What are we gonna?
Don't you see I'm fucking texting him right now, and I'm busy?
Don't you see we're in the middle of a fucking podcast? You fucking.
You want guests, you want celebrities, you want professionalism, but you interrupt me while I'm making moves. Anyway, sorry, fans. I'll get with Homicide later. You know, I wanted him to respond on the show, but unfortunately, the superstar Pierce Austin got Messiah coming on here on Killing the Business, which is coming on after this. You definitely got to check it out.
Coming on Shooting the Shit, boy.
Oh, I'm sorry. See, I'm just putting my shit over. No, seriously, no, Shooting the Shit. Yeah, definitely. Sorry, man. I'm on the roll with my show, man. I got to keep my show alive.
Killing the Business is really enjoyable, man. You know, we got a special regular co-host / producer that's going to be starting with you next week. We're going to drop some information about that during the week. Thank you very much for about my new baby. It's amazing. Thank you.
We're taking donations. We take gift cards. You know, send the guy some love, man. A fruit basket. But no,
if anyone wants, send me a Roadcaster Pro and a Shure SM7B.
Baby needs a Roadcaster Pro. But seriously, definitely check out Shooting the Shit. Is after this show is awesome. What time is it coming on? Like in an hour?
In about half an hour, man.
If you really like this show and you really want to support us, definitely check out Shooting the Shit. It's an awesome show. You're definitely going to get a lot of information with a lot of great wrestlers, and you know, you can't beat it. You know, I hate putting them over, but it's a good show. You know,
that's it. Put me over, bitch. Put me over.
But hey, to wrap it up, man, I'm telling you, man, we'll try to get Homicide on. You know what I'm saying? You know, and get him on. You know, and see what he says. You know,
me, baby.
You know, but well, we'll tune in next week, man. We'll find out, man. He'll pop up if he's available. I don't know where he's at right now, you know, but I'll give him a call.
We'll see if we can make it happen.
All right, man. So as we close this show, we really appreciate all the fans coming on Killing the Business. We appreciate Preston handling our back office. Well, I appreciate Pierce coming on, especially after having a baby. He should be handling his business, but he's committed to the show. He's passionate about this show. He is a giant. He's a good person on this show.
Oh.
So tune in next week with myself, hopefully my new co-host and producer. I'm pretty excited. And he's going to bring me Tim Hortons coffee. Awesome. Well, tune in next week, man, on Killing the Business with the Kingpin. And Pierce might show up once in a while. But check out a new coach and we'll try to get Homicide for you guys. Holla.